clip at the front, and you like pose or you whatever. You can also do your own thumbnail, but I try to do something stupid, not like aloha stupid, but kind of like that. Or you never know when the camera's gonna be taking your picture. Goes 3, 2, 1, and snaps it. All right, enough of rambling, bumbling, mumbling. Looks like we're on a rebound for some crypto, some Bitcoin. I mean, this slight, and look at, if it's green and everything's turning green and the tides are shifting, things are settling out. I knew they would. So this is what my whole purpose this morning's live is: 3 things as a newbie you should be aware of. One is the classic FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And with that goes, hold on, let me stop this guy here for a second. Dude, are you that hot? You want to come in and do a live with me? Sorry guys, give me 1 second. We'll bring Malone in with us. Maloney the baloney. Maloney, what's your baloney? Out here? Yeah. Sit down. Come here. Okay. It's a little warm out in front. I like to give my dogs a dose of the heat so they can kind of acclimate. These dogs are supposed to be able to withstand 100-degree temperatures, you know, so it's about 85 out in front. Maybe 90 with, like, the sun just bears down a bit. You're gonna cause havoc, huh? During the live? Don't cause havoc, man. Just play cool. All right, sit down. Sit down while we discuss crypto and Bitcoin. Bitcoin your dog, I guess, right? Sit down, Malone. Thank you, Baba. Yeah, they're gonna want to see you more than me. So 3 things, like the classic FOMOs, fear of missing out. So with that goes, I believe, oh, I can't see the shit. Wow. With age comes weird eyes. I don't know. I went to school with people who wore glasses and they were young, like young kids. They had bad eyesight. Now I get it. These are just readers, but they're like 175s. Okay, sit down. Maybe 2 O's. I don't know what these are. Anyways, off topic. I'm losing topic because I can't see. The classic FOMO entails with that. It has the thing of like, oh, I should have bought. Hi. I should have bought it earlier. If I'd have only bought it at such and such dollars. I was just thinking of Chainlink because I just got rid of some Chainlink, and we are in Huntington Beach, California. So I got rid of some Chainlink and was hoping to buy it back somewhere around the same price, just utilizing the money to buy BTC, to buy Ethereum, actually get some XRP, some SUI. And I've done good on Chainlink. I've been in it for 5 years, so I got it when it was real tiny. And I have some decent amount of volume, so I decided to get rid of some, and I got rid of it just under $25. For me, that's a good price. So I put it into all these other coins, and then obviously, you know, as things dropped, I was buying more Bitcoin. So I find that if you buy, let's just say you're going to go into the advanced on Coinbase. That's what I use. I use the advanced on Coinbase. And you set a price, and say the price is at $3. I tend to, 90% of the time, I'll tend to put in the price at like 10 or 5% lower than what they're asking. Just on the mere fact of I don't want to be FOMOing in to buy, because most likely it will drop again. Now, sometimes the buys don't go in because I think I price it too low in terms of like my buying. Like I want it for too cheap, and so I have to readjust, and I will buy it at a higher price. Okay, so, and the same thing goes with selling. You know, I'm putting it like sell BTC at 120,000, and it won't hit there, and I need the money now. Maybe I go for 119,500. It sells, and I get it into the books. That's to each his own. My point is, try to set those limits a little further away from what they're asking, because what is your government imposing tax on India? I don't know. Why is your government imposing tax on India? I don't know. I don't run the government. Okay? I don't run the government. I'm a civilian. All right? So I guess they're imposing taxes on everybody. It's a tariff thing. I don't know. I don't follow tariffs too well. I know I manufacture and my goods and services get tariffed around the world. In fact, I've used to sell to India, to ITW Signode, India. You can Google it. Anyways, so back to what I was trying to talk about is FOMOing in or out. And just set the prices a little bit different to where you can, that you're not just going, okay, here's what they're asking, I'm going to set for it. And then watch it going further one way or the other and going, oh man, I should have. Because I hear a lot of that, I should have. Man, I could have, I should have. And that's what I'm saying, set those limits. If you're going to sell them a little lower or higher from where your expectation is, just to see if it goes. And you might surprise yourself and like, holy moly, like I set a buy-in for BTC at 112.8, I think it was, last night or yesterday, and it dipped. It hit it. And I was so surprised because I looked at my order list and boom, it filled. And I was like, wow, I got BTC that cheap. So my point is like, be patient with something. And you can put multiple buys in. That's what's great about some of these marketplaces. You can put multiple buys in at different price limits as long as you have the money in the account. Don't use leverage, you guys. I'm not a financial advisor, but don't use leverage. It's horrible. You get wrecked really easy. I mean, if you like gambling and you're down to lose or win big, then okay, cool. I mean, I'll root for you. But I tend to no, don't do it. Just again, I'm different. I'm an older guy, so I'm kind of looking at down the line. You know, I want wealth well into my older age. So that's just how it is for me. Okay, so that one covers the FOMO, like buying in, buying out, or just jumping on a meme coin. You know, like I bought in at fart coin and I got wrecked, not wrecked, but I bought at $500 in at like around $1, I think, or whatever. And it took a dump, right? And I wasn't planning on making any money. That's why it was just a small amount, $500, and be done. See, where are you from? Okay, yes, we already talked about this. I'm from Bitcoin land. I'm from Planet Bitcoin. Okay, so that covers number one. Number two, throttling too much too fast. Like, I got $5,000. I want to put it into Bitcoin. Like, DCA, dollar cost average, you guys. Just, I know it sounds stupid, but $200, $200. Like I said, you could set those different buy limits. You know, if right now, I think we're trading. I can't look at my let's see. Can I? Let's see here. I can't. I can't look at the market on this one. I don't have my laptop with me. But I think we were trading around 113 and some change, 114. Let's just say right now you can buy at 114, okay? And then you have the $5,000. Unless you're absolutely sure in your heart that thing's just going, it's never coming back, don't dump it all in right now. Just put a little bit in. Sprinkle your way in. You might be surprised. And then again, if you're taking profits, sprinkle your way out. This is the same way, it's the same knowledge and the same understanding as the FOMO goes with the dollar cost averaging as well, okay, with putting your money into the accounts, into the bank, into your exchange to buy the crypto. And last but not least, please never refer as the whole market is crypto as the Bitcoin and Bitcoin as crypto market. They are really two separate highways. They're two separate things completely. I know that the base code is the Bitcoin base code in most of those applications, but they really are different things, and treating Bitcoin differently than all the other coins is a necessity if you're going to do something in this. I find so many people saying, well, I don't want to, if they do put it into Bitcoin, they're like, well, there's not that much of a return, right, compared to like a meme coin, or they want these massive gains, and they got into the game so late, just like Jack Mahler says, hey, and some others, I think Michael Saylor says it too, like there's no, Bitcoin doesn't have any discrepancy. They price it in at the price that you deserve. So if you did your due diligence and you looked at the market and and you knew or you heard about Bitcoin and you decided to get in and you got in early, then you deserve that cheap price. And how many Bitcoins do you have? That's the question. Superb, I'm also from Bitcoin Land. That's funny. So again, you get the price you deserve. And even right now, I'm getting the price I deserve. We deserve the price that it's at. If it's at 120 and we want to buy more, then we're deserving it. Because to be honest, when it's at $1 million a coin and people are saying, yeah, I bought in at $120,000, and people go, wow, you're a genius, and giving them a pat on the head because they bought in at $750,000 of Bitcoin. You'll see where the genius lie. So there's always somebody that bought in earlier than you, right? That looks like the complete genius. So I guess that's rule number 3 is like, be wary of that. Just look at the price action, the market cap, meaning the market capitalization, what the total amount of money that's going into that particular asset, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or a stock or whatever, gold. Look at that price action, and then you make your calls upon that. How much money you want to invest, or how much you want to really like gamble, or how much you really feel that that convergence is of a necessity. Meaning, like, the dollar's crashing, the interest rates they're not really driving down that much, and if they do drive down that much, you know how much they're going to print. When interest rates are super high, they do that because there's a lot of revenue flowing. Okay, lots of money flowing, people making dollars, and they can't just let that go untapped. So when the bucks are rolling, and like in the mid to late 90s, when the stock market was going and the .com blowing out and the economy was super strong. I know this for a fact because our family business was doing epic in the 90s, and so all the way through the 90s, but especially like mid 90s all the way through. I mean, look at the vehicles that were made in the United States in that period of time. Look at the quality of cars from that period. Pretty outstanding. Look at Lexus. Look at Infiniti. Look at Dodge Ram, the original Dodge Ram from like the second generation. I mean, they were making that thing superbly well, and so you'll see a lot of these as collector vehicles now because they'll stand the time, because they were made with quality materials and quality parts and quality engineering, because the economy was doing so well. Interest rates, they were trying to battle interest rates back down because they were so high. And then Reaganomics, from the 80s, if you look at some of that, just making up money, making up dollars, making up your hard-earned energy gets classified down and lower in the tier. The more you work, the more you put into society as a laborer, the less all that is worth. Even though you do monumental things, right? Like you build bridges and you pave roads and you run sewers and all the major infrastructure stuff, right? And those who do governance of that kind of stuff, all that kind of crap. They all look at that, and so that's what drives economies. And so when you start to see some of these, you start to see the interest rates plummet. That means the economy is not really doing so well that they need to be able to boost it, and that's why they put things for so cheap. Lower on the interest rates to get people to buy stuff. They start that engine up. The problem is that they need more dollars, so they print more. They're going to probably print another 250 billion, and they're going to probably pull after that, like within the next quarter or so, and maybe another 250 to 500 billion after that. Maybe $1 trillion after that. And that's going to drive Bitcoin through the roof. All right. Currency is trash. One day it will definitely fall. Cryptocurrency is a trash. Oh, okay. How many? So, I mean, I understand. You say you live in Bitcoin land, but cryptocurrency is a trash. One day it will all definitely fall. Doesn't make any sense, but if you think cryptocurrency is going to fall, then you're talking about the entire civilization falling, because it ain't going anywhere, man. Like, that's going to be the only way that they are going to be able to... It's the only way you're going to be able to pay the robots that are going to be running everything. Like right now, try to go pay cash at every store that you go to. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's impossible to go pay a bill. I couldn't go down to pay my ticket with cash. They didn't allow me. They would not accept cash at the place, at the violation place down at the police department. I had to pay from a kiosk. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. I can't see it. So, I guess that's the main point is like, it's a very complicated situation. Everything, you got to be like a master to study the amount of bullshit that goes on. But I'll tell you one thing for sure, a lot of it's a ruse. Okay, a lot of it's made up to be a lot. It feels more intricate. It feels more complicated than it really is. They make it complicated to keep you in the fog, keep you in the haze. That's for sure. So, go check out the markets right now. I wonder out there if you do see on this and comment on it live. Again, I don't know why. Sometimes, let's see here. Tough hands. It's probably a robot. What is it, Crazy Thanos Marvel? Are you a robot, Crazy Thanos? Are you Mr. Roboto? Double origato, Mr. Roboto. Double origato, Mr. Roboto. Sit. Siéntate, por favor. Siéntate. Mijo, sit. Good boy. Bien. Bueno. Okay. All right. Well, I guess there's my live again. I look so weird with glasses on, man. It's hard to look at my own face. He wants to go do a live on our other channel. It's called My Family Breed Bulldogs. We raise and train and breed American Bulldog, a Lappaha blue-blooded Bulldog. We're into some things. All right. We're going to drink some coffee. Toke on some mota. You guys want to toke on some mota with me? Let's toke on some mota. We will toke mota. Watch. I'll probably get a whole bunch of people on here if I start toking the mota. Got some really nice, I go to a farmer's market here in California. California's amazing. It's legal. And I'm even amazed at some of the herbs there. And it's like, they have tinctures, and I'm not into all the waxes and all that stuff. I mean, to each his own, it's all good, but some of the best flour, practically the best flour I've ever seen in my life. Crazy Thanos, do you have any, do you chime in on any of the herbals? Is that going to fall one day? Is California no longer going to sell herb anymore? All right, let's toke heavy on this one. I'm going to celebrate you watching. Anybody watching right now? This is a celebration for you folks, okay? Cheers. I don't do that often, but hardy. I gotta go to work, and I don't want to go to work. I just want to stay at home and play with my dogs. And yeah, come on, any questions about crypto? Come on, any questions to me about why I even think about how I think? Come on, anybody. Malone wants to know. Malone, do you want to know? Come on. Let's talk. Come on. Hi, lay down. You're such a good boy. Anyways. Well, I have no more money in my reserve account to buy any more Bitcoin, so I'm not doing that. That's for sure. But we're going to watch the market for a little bit. and kind of see how it plays out. I think this might be an epic weekend coming up for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to even go into those, but kind of keep your eyes peeled on that. Let me know what exchanges you guys use, what you think is good. Do you find Kraken good? How about Binance USA, or if you're from somewhere else, Binance? There's another one that those twins that went up against Zuckerberg for the Facebook shit, whatever those guys are. They started Gemini Exchange. I forgot their names. Anyways, there's a bunch of different exchanges. Coinbase. Let me know. KuCoin is another one. It's funny because I had a KuCoin account and I can't find the login. There you go. Be careful of how you store your coins. I don't want to hear. It's horrible to hear horror stories about people who lost their Bitcoin or lost their crypto, or I mean, I'm one of them, trust me, and it's going to happen to you probably in some way. I wish not to any of you, but most likely it will happen to you in some fashion. That's why you want to do little itty-bitty transactions along the way and make sure that you DCA and all that jazz. All right, bye-bye. Me and Malone are going to go outside for a walk. Come on, we'll go for walks? Okay. Talk to you guys later, huh? You go get Bitcoins? Let's go get some Bitcoin, okay? Let's go buy Bitcoins. Oh, you want more Bitcoin? No? You want Ethereum? You want Dogecoin? What about Shiba Inu? Some Shiba Inu? Oh, don't know the Shiba Inus, huh? Okay. Oh, okay.